Hello guys and welcome to my new video. So today I decided to do a very quick kind of guide on a question that I get asked a lot, and with the help of Dream Growth Discord group, I'm basically going to do a video about how to find out when to replace your tier 19 2-piece. So for a lot of people who are running tier 24 piece with tier 19 2-piece set, they're wondering, I'm getting higher level item upgrades, when do I actually start switching this tier 19 piece? That might be quite low, it might be high if you're lucky, but depending. This will help you to guide you through the process of a way to find out how many item levels you're going to be needing. It's never good to say that you're going to need this specific amount of item levels, because the tier 19 2-piece actually also depend on how many times you actually cast Wild Growth and how much healing it does. So the first thing you actually will need is to have Warcraft logs. That's the only thing that you need, because your fight needs to be analyzed. So just go to your Warcraft logs. I go to my guild logs. You might not even know, but your guild probably logs, or maybe there's logs about you. So I'm actually gonna go and look into Mr. Sajin. Actually, I'm gonna look into this one. Into Mr. Sajin that we killed. You go into the fight. Just an interesting fact: you can actually track your tier 19 uptime. You can go into your profile under MadSkills, and you can go into buffs, and under all abilities you can select Astral Harmony. So Astral Harmony is actually the tier 19 2-piece buff, and you can see here that I had an uptime of around 33%. That's not really relevant, but you can kind of see how you're utilizing your tier 19 2-piece. I've seen people go from 40% to 50%. So there's definitely room for improvement as well for me here. And the next thing that you need to be using is, well, you actually need to copy. If you go back to the start of the report, you actually need to copy the code after reports / you need to copy this and stop before the hashtag if you do see the hashtag. So you need to copy this report ID number. You need to go to Shref's analyzer. The link is down below, as well to all the other content that might be interesting to you, and just paste it here and press get. And you can see here right now you have the list of all the kills that you did for that specific Warcraft logs, Warcraft logged ID. And I want to check out, like I said, I want to see a Mr. Sajin kill, which is the very end. So this tool is now analyzing your mastery procs, and it's also analyzing your tier 19 2-piece. So my tier 19 2-piece did around 4%. I actually seen my Mr. Sajin kill where I did around 5%. So what is this 4 to 5% healing, which is actually huge, to be honest, from tier 19 2-piece? What does 4% to 5% actually equate to? The best way to actually calculate the values is to actually use your intellect. So for example, if you have around 50,000 intellect, which is very reasonable, might be even low at this point, 50,000 intellect, 4 or 5% of 50,000 intellect is going to be around 2,000 to 2,500 intellect. That's 2,000 to 2,500 intellect. And what does that mean exactly? So the two pieces that you are thinking of swapping out, so if I go back to my druid, for the two pieces you're thinking about swapping out, so for example, I have a tier 19 4-piece and tier 19 2-piece, tier 24 piece and tier 19 2-piece here, as you can see. And I'm thinking about swapping out my chest and my legs. Now, I actually my chest is actually 920, and I actually gotten a Titan Forge mythic chest that's 950. So you can just compare both of the items here, and you can see that there is a plus 844 intellect gain from using this chest. And then I'm also thinking about replacing my tier 19 legs, which are 915, with my other Titan Forge legs, which are 925, which you can see will be a gain of 200. At the bottom here you can see it'll be a gain of 243 intellect. So that's around 1,100 intellect gain from swapping these two pieces. I needed around 2,000 to 2,500. So you can see, for my example, I actually need at least 35 plus item levels over each piece. At least 35 item levels over. This piece is around 30 item levels both. Of course, I'm not saying for you it's going to be 35 plus item levels. I'm saying you need to go use the Shref's analyzer tool to check out how much tier 19 two-piece is actually doing for you. Calculate based on your current intellect. I have 58,000, it's probably going to be even higher. Calculate based on your intellect, and you'll get a rough estimation of how good tier 19 two-piece is compared to the items that you actually want to swap out. So hopefully this was this shed a little more light on how you can calculate your tier 19 strength. It seems the tier 19 two-piece seems to be very strong right now, and you need to have some really big item level upgrades to actually replace it. But don't take my word for it. Use the tools, find out for yourself, and let me know in the comments if it worked out for you or not. And thank you for watching this little guide, and I'll see you in my next video.